I'm Matthew Alvarez here in Las Vegas with the Flyover Conservatives. This podcast is doing great on Truth Social and a number of other outlets because these are patriots that love this country. Foremost, they love God, but they want freedom in this nation. So, first of all, being here in this spot, meeting all these great speakers, what's on your radar right now moving forward to help save our nation?
Well, I think it's an interesting mix of people. You know, we do short interviews all day long, and the characters that are active and passionate about saving our country, I don't know that same team would have been the same in 2020, 16, 12, 8. You know, it's people are kind of waking up and seeing different problems, but they're joining together to solve them. And it's interesting when you look at the I don't know, Mr. Beast's biggest video ever is like 45 million in 24 hours.
Right.
And you see Tucker Carlson get booted from Fox News, explode, have Donald Trump on, and have, I think it's 300 million views in the first 30 hours or something. It's never been done in social media, a video like that. So there's so many unique things happening, not only what's happening, but the players that are doing it. Who would have thought that Tucker Carlson would be dominant on a Twitter platform speaking truth? Nobody would have thought that a year ago.
Over cable news, right?
Yeah.
Over cable news. Like Fox had 23 million, I think, for the debates. And he has 300 million streamed on Twitter, and I don't know how many people have ripped it and posted it other places.
Yeah.
So it's just a very unique moment. I think sometimes you just got to stop and be like, what's happening right now, and I need to be aware of it.
Speaking of stopping and shifting to something about the movie Jesus Revolution, you guys interviewed the director, is that right?
Yeah.
What was that like? I mean, I remember seeing that interview, a very emotional interview, but very powerful.
Well, I think it's very important that we're looking at what is God doing in our country right now. And you're seeing it come out in several different movies that are coming out right now. Even going back to the question that you asked earlier about what are we seeing in common, the thing that we have seen from every speaker that's come off stage today, as well as past events, is this common chord of Jesus or God being in the center of what they're doing. They feel that they're alive right now during this time for a reason. It's almost like God's putting together a puzzle, and each person, whether it be a speaker from stage or somebody in the audience, we're all a part of that puzzle that God's putting together. We have to bring our puzzle piece. We have to use our voices during this time. It's very important.
We're all on the same team.
Yes.
Where can people watch everything that you guys do?
Flyoverconservatives.com is our website. We have an app. We upload to 60 different platforms, just trying to be available because the audiences have scattered to a lot of places. One of our mottos is, you know, people sat back hoping that one political leader would do 80 million things to save America, but we're all realizing it's 80 million of us doing one thing each day to save our own country, and we just kind of magnify that message and try to highlight people that are doing that.
The Trump I Know on Sunday. It's going to be great. Being a part of that for you guys must be pretty awesome.
It is. It's actually now been moved to October.
Okay.
So with everything that's going on in the country and the indictments and all of that, they've moved this event to October. But when it does come out, that documentary was not seen by a lot of people because of censorship. When they're able to see the women behind Trump and the significance of that, I think it's going to be a real big thing for our country, and that will be coming out in October.
And it's awesome because it gives that more build-up, even on Rumble and Truth Social and following you guys.
Yes.
What would be your message right now to someone that is hurting, is discouraged about what the nation's dealing with, and is actually freaked out about maybe COVID lockdowns or Trump in jail in our country? Do we all just move to red states?
Right.
Well, yeah, I think the biggest message for people is like turn down some of the noise in your world from the television, from news, things that are designed to engage you by enraging you. And if you just step out of your home and you meet a real person and have a real conversation, go to lunch with somebody, we're not as racially divided as people want it. We're not as divided on gender. We're not as divided on class and incomes. People have more things in common maybe right now than ever before. And people are pretty good if you just kind of put the phone away, put the TV away, and actually just go say, hey, let's have a cup of coffee, and maybe talk to somebody that you think maybe wouldn't want to talk to you. And your neighbors are pretty good people.
Let me just add to that, pull out your Bible, because I think it's really important that right now we find our foundation in the Lord, because that is the one that will not be shaken. Everything else is shaking sand. It's a foundation that's not strong, but God is strong. That's where we have to find our strong foundation.
On the rock, and with the truth, will set us free.
Yes.
All things are possible, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we're preaching to the choir right now.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for having
Thank
us.
you so much for having us on.
Flyover Conservatives right here.